The new Meltdown Mayhem event is coming to Clash of Clans on December 8th, and today I'll be telling you everything you need to know. From the entire reward list, and everything you can claim inside of it, whether you're free to play or you buy the event pass, the way you progress in the event, and all the rewards in the trader. I will also explain how many medals you can get as a free to play, and if you buy the event pass as well. Now, when you come into the game, you'll get confronted by the one and only Explorer Champion. Chief, things are pretty cold after that big rock fell from the sky. Fire mites are even sleeping in gold storages to stay warm. Collect those sleepy mites in battle and place them in the smoky stove. Its flames will heat our village and make ember metals. Spend those ember metals at the trader shop on rewards and equipment. Ice golems and ice minions have joined your army for battle. The more the merrier. That is right, guys. For the event, you are going to be getting an additional 4 ice golems and 8 of the ice minions for free added to your army camp without doing anything. This would allow you to be able to take up to 26 ice golems at once if you really wanted to, with the additional 8 ice minions as well. Now, the way the Meltdown Mayhem works is you attack enemy gold storages to collect these sleepy mites, and you can use these collected ember metals for even more rewards at the trader. And we have ice golems and ice minions joining our regular army. Now, you'll see here there is a gameplay twist, by the way. So you'll notice that the gold storages, they do have the little fire mites to be able to be collected from them, but they are emitting some poison or some fire around them. So you'll see your queen, or my queen rather, is taking damage over time in order to take them out, kind of like the new gameplay twist for the events. It is just a fun gameplay twist. You'll kind of see how much damage it actually kind of does. Not too much. It does a solid amount of damage. You can see my queen took a little bit of damage there, but nothing too crazy. And that is pretty much how you progress through the medal event progress track. The event troops and spells are going to be the Ice Wizard, the Ice Minion, the Santa Surprise is also returning, as well as the Bag of Frostmites as well. And the Ice Hound is also in the track. And as you gain progress, you'll be able to unlock them and use them in your army with everything else. We did just have the Ice Wizard in the last medal event, or the second to last medal event during the Clashmas season, but if you don't know, the Ice Wizard targets defenses, he slows them down, does a decent amount of damage, but doesn't have that much hit points. If you played Clash Royale, you'll also recognize the Ice Wizard is from there as well. It's the exact same character. He shoots ice instead of like fire like a regular wizard. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. The Ice Hound is a super troop which is already in the game, but if you don't know what it is, it's basically a regular lava hound, but when it gets destroyed, instead of splitting into lava pups, it gets split into mini ice pups, and it also has a freeze when it goes down. So it'll freeze the whole entire area momentarily like a freeze spell, and you'll see there's little ice pups instead of the lava hounds. I also forgot to mention the Ice Hound being boosted means you do not have to boost it in the super barracks, which means you can boost 2 other super troops of your choosing, meaning you could take a total of 3 super troops in any of your armies, whether it's War, Clamor League, or Legend League. So I'm curious to see what people come up with in that sense. And we have the Ice Minion, which is an ice version of the Minion. It goes for defenses primarily, and when it goes down, it freezes the area momentarily. You can see 2.7 seconds on the clock there, so almost like a mini freeze spell, and the capacity is only for housing space, so they're pretty solid. Now, the notorious Santa Surprise, I don't even remember when this was last in the game. I don't even know if it was in the game last year, but when the Santa Surprise gets deployed, it drops presents on your opponent. So now is a time to be able to collect these very rare presents, because yeah, they're just very rare. If you've ever seen presents in somebody's base, maybe you haven't because they're so rare. When somebody attacks you with the Santa Surprise, they'll be on your base until you click them, almost like the little headstones on your base when someone attacks you and a troop dies. But the Santa Surprise is almost like a lighting spell. It does a total damage of 2,500 at max level, and the capacity is 2, so it's almost like a little zap spell. It does a solid amount of damage, but of course, if you're feeling jolly, you should go and drop this on all of your opponent's bases so we can all get presents. And I'm very happy they decided to bring this spell back as well. And we have the Bag of Frostmites returning, which when you place it down, it emits like an area of frostmites. They kind of jump across all the buildings. You can see the duration lasts from 3.9 seconds at maximum level, and this spell is pretty overpowered, I'm not gonna lie. You can see they just jump between. When this spell initially got released, it was so broken with the cookies and the ram riders, and it actually ended up getting nerfed a little bit, but it's still a very solid spell regardless, and I'm sure people are definitely going to be using this in Legend League. Oh wait, actually you can't use it in Legend League, but if you could, you'd be able to crush bases. But another solid spell. Now, the total medals you can get get as a free-to-play player is 3,100, but after obtaining the bonus medals at the end of the track with extra progress, you can get an extra 1,015 medals on top of that. So the total medals you can get as a free-to-play player is 4,015 this time. And if you buy the event pass, you get an extra 5,500 medals, bringing your grand total up to 9,615 medals overall. And this is not even including with the new Clan Rush event coming up. They usually put some bonus medals in that as well, so this likely means you'll have even more medals for the trader in the future, just in case if you want to save them to see if you can get more in the upcoming week. Now, you can buy either decoration free to play, and you can get the new Frost Flake equipment for free as well, or you'll be able to choose between any of the 4 equipments as well. The event will last from December 8th to December 29th and end at 8 AM UTC time. As always, you get an abundance of ores, 5,000 shiny ore and 400 glowy ore as a free to play, and an extra 600 glowy and 80 starry if you have the event pass. A lot of people always ask me, is the event pass worth it? I always think it is worth it because the amount of ores and extra metals that allow you to buy everything else in the trader, it is 100% worth it. And as always, if you guys do decide to buy the event pass, you could support me before you buy it using code TERMY. As always, we'll be getting some consumables like 4 mighty morsels, which boost all of your equipment, heroes, and pets to the maximum level for a few attacks. I believe it's 3 attacks per mighty morsel. And we have the Clan Castle cake, which allows you to get free Clan Castle troops for the next 12 hours after you activate one of them. So these are going to be very nice for farming the events. I also wanted to give a reminder that event troops and spells are only going to be able to be used in the current battle mode now. They have removed event troops and spells from war, ranked mode, and clan league. So anything that has any sort of competitive aspect, you are not able to use the event troops anymore, sadly. I guess let me know what you guys think about that change down below. And now I'll show you how the smoky stove looks at the end of the track. It is a 2x2 decoration. It's like a mini furnace with some smoke coming out of that little chimney and some flames inside. So overall pretty nice for a free decoration. And now we have the trader. So the new equipment being added to the game is called the Frost Flake, and what it does is it frees flakes at the closest defenses to freeze them. You can see the maximum freeze is 7 seconds, and the slowdown duration or the slowdown effect is 100%. So you pretty much just freeze 7 defenses like all in one area. Now the projectile damage doesn't seem to be that much, but obviously this equipment is going to shine because of its ability to literally slow down a bunch of defenses. This equipment I feel like will be very good on bases that have a really compact like design, like with rage towers, especially with the current meta having a bunch of buildings clumped together. Of course, if you're running Fireball, you can get those as well, but sending the RC in and activating this ability could probably be a game changer, especially because you can slow down all of them for a good 7 seconds, 100%, and it basically allows the RC to have free reign over the area. At first, Frostflake didn't seem that OP, but if you combine it with the Electro Boots, this equipment has the potential to be pretty strong, I think. But let me know what you guys think down below. The returning equipments are going to be the Magic Mirror, Spiky Ball, Dark Crown, and Lava Loon Puppet. Just a quick rundown if you don't know what the Magic Mirror does. At max level, it spawns 2 Clone Queens for an additional 30 seconds, and they do have a decent amount of health and damage. In my opinion, I recommend picking the Magic Mirror, of course. It is arguably the best Queen equipment besides the action figure alone. We have the Spiky Ball making a return. This is also considered to be the second best King equipment overall. Combine this with the Earthquake Boots and the Snake Bracelet, and you have yourself a very solid King equipment setup. The Dark Crown is also coming back, and it is very versatile in dragon style attacks with RC charged dragons. So this is also a very good pickup, and it has aged very well, specifically with dragon style attacks. And last but not least, we have the Lava Puppet returning. This equipment has been out for what, like a year now? I mean, at this point, if you want to get the Lava Loon Puppet, you can. That's kind of up to you. I don't know. It hasn't really seen much change or boost in the meta, so yeah. We also have some decorations, a bunch of different ores, starry ore, glowy ore, shiny ore, a bunch of magic items like the builder potion, several different books, runes, shovels, and all the other magic items. And we have some new clan house decorations and roofs as well. I will show you guys how the Hungry Hound and the Frozen Stone look. This is how the Frozen Stone looks. It's basically a meteor inside of an ice cube, so overall referencing the continuation of the Wasteland theme during the Frost Age. So this is a pretty cool decoration in my opinion. It is a static one. You could just see the meteor is glowing inside, but it doesn't really have any effect besides the shining on the ice. And now we have the 3x3 Hungry Hound decoration. When you click on it, it does different animations. You can see he kind of ate that little sun thing there, which is pretty cool. He's howling now. He also does a little panting as well. Pretty funny. Now he's just laying down with his tail underneath his head. Oh, I guess when you click on it, he kind of stays in that animation. That's interesting. Now he's just holding the sun in his mouth. Now he's back to normal. Interesting. He just ate the sun again. He's howling again. So yeah, overall a pretty nice decoration. Has the bees on the side of it. I don't know if that's a reference to anything. I don't know what that means, but yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything you need to know for the Meltdown Mayhem events. I will be making a more in-depth guide of everything you should buy in the trader, so I guess stay tuned for that video very soon. I'll be breaking down all of the equipments that you can buy and how to use them more efficiently, and I'll also kind of rate the magic items as well. I guess let me know what you guys think about the events overall. The only thing I will say is I'm a little bit bummed out that the Cookie and the Ram Rider are not making a return for the medal event track, because I do look forward to using the Cookie now and the Ram Rider. Don't get me wrong, the Ice Wizard, the Ice Minion are pretty cool, but they're not as flashy or as OP as the other event troops normally are. I will say I am once again happy about the Santa Surprise making a return though, so that way I can collect some presents on all of my bases, so this is honestly kind of making up for it in a way. And of course the bag of Frostmites is pretty cool too, very solid spell. But yeah, I guess let me know what you guys think about the whole event down below. I wish you all a very merry Clashmas, and stay tuned for a video on the upcoming Clan Rush event, as well as all of the skin reviews for this season. I will leave them somewhere on your screen here so you can go and check them out. If you're new, subscribe, and if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, and I will see you all in the next video or stream. Until then, I'm out. Peace.